You know what's crazy? Last week, I felt terrible, but my voice sounded fine. Today, my voice sounds like, well, it's practically not there. And you know it's my favorite part of me. I'm a little bit chatty. I know you hadn't noticed that, but I am. So listen, I'm going to try and keep this short, but I'm not good at brief. This is what you need to know. I've been watching the polls that they take down there in Hampton County, Colleton. Child, you know I don't know where it is, but you know down there with the Alec Murdaugh trial, apparently Fitz News takes very frequent polls, taking just basically the pulse of the community to see what everybody is thinking. It was shocking to me to go online and read these polls. Honest to goodness, because of the Murdock legacy, I just assumed that they would be like, yeah, I don't think he did it. The community overwhelmingly thinks he's guilty. Now, will the jury think he's guilty? I don't know. And will the general sentiment in a small town affect how the jury reacts? Like, yes, the jury has to go by the evidence, but ultimately, they're just a bunch of human beings. And ultimately, they have to live in that community long after we've forgotten everybody down there. And so part of me wonders if Alec Murdock won't be found guilty, partially because of the overwhelming amount of evidence, but also just because of like what's in the zeitgeist. You can sort of tell with a lot of the witnesses, there aren't people up there going, he's a good man and I think he's wonderful, except for his lawyers, who he's being paid by. Like, listen, you pay me, I'll say you're nice if you're Attila the Hun. I really do not care. And then I'll go home and be like, child, he was the devil. Want to go for a ride in my Ferrari? Like, So I'm beginning to suspect that this man is going to be found guilty because those jurors have listen, I think he's guilty. He'll be found guilty because he did it. I think that the prosecutors brought the evidence. We have not heard from the defense yet. We expect to start hearing from them today. And word on the street is that Buster will take the stand. And some people are saying even Alec will take the stand. I do not think for 1 second that Alex Murdock is going to get his behind up there and take the stand. I don't think he'll do it. Also, Jim Griffin has made so many unforced errors that I think that Jim, although he does a beautiful cross-examination, I think Jim runs the risk of screwing up his client. And so I think they will keep him weeping silently over there in his little chair, shutting the heck up like he should have done in all those police investigations. I want to hear what Buster has to say. We have only heard Buster's voice on the jailhouse tapes. Buster, boo-boo, what you thinking? What you got to say about your daddy and them? This is the real deal as far as I'm concerned. When these witnesses take the stand, you can sort of see, like, when they were being questioned by the prosecution, it was like, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, sir. 90% of those folks didn't want to be there. Overwhelmingly, it was clear to me that people were like, wait, I think this dude did this. They were coming with, he's guilty energy. His friends, his enemies, everybody seems to be coming with, he's guilty energy. Now, you see all kinds of people online saying, there's no proof, he did not do this. But people down there in Hampton County, Colleton County, Low Country, I'm going to stop naming counties because you know I'm going to get the wrong one because I don't know where anything is. I don't have a map. I'm not Googling it. I'm not going to get a map. Folks down there in the local area, what's the word on the street? Because you know, like, I want to hear what happens in court. But to me, the most important thing is, what's the word on the street? I need to know the word on the street. So listen, my voice is trash. I still need to work out, right? I put some apple muffins in the oven for the homemade. Because somebody once on here suggested that I made something from a box. I was horrified. We don't do box food. Mother makes homemade cheese, homemade pizza, homemade yogurt. I bake the bread. I do homemade. So I was grating some apples this morning, and I made some lovely apple cinnamon muffins for my babies. So they have like a nice, some of them are home, some of them are school, some of them are working, whatever it is. Everybody's getting, oh, with the crumb topping. Don't you love a crumb topping? Oh, I love a crumb topping. But I'm off crumb topping because I got to lose 10 pounds. I got my physical coming up. And I want to be like, yes, doctor, it's been a very good year. I did not gain 10 pounds over this last year. So I'm going to drink a nice skinny coffee with some Splenda and take my behind to the gym where I belong. Okay, let me not shred your ears with my very shredded voice, and maybe I'll have a voice back this afternoon. Fingers crossed. All right, y'all, I will see you this afternoon after court to break down everything that happened, and hopefully Buster takes the stand. See you then. Bye.